Hello, and thanks for joining me for our final presentation of Foundations of Educational Technology. Our goal is to make an infographic about the entire wide world of educational technology and where we lie in it. That's easier said than done, but bear with me as I try my best attempt here. So when I think of educational technology and me, well, first off, if you had asked me 20 years ago, I'd say computers. That's it, that's all. Maybe the internet. I might say the internet back then. 20 years ago, as a dumb college sophomore, that's probably what I'd say, honestly. But now, when I think about educational technology, it becomes something a bit tougher to answer. Of course, we can still start with computers, but then computers for whom? For the teachers, for the students, for the administrators. And then, of course, computers are not just computers, but you've got mobile devices, you've got smart boards. Those computers could be touchscreen, they could be mouse driven, they could be track padded. I don't think that's a real word, track padded. But all the minutiae here, it just gets deeper and deeper. Suddenly we have software. We've got the ethics behind who's selling that software. Is it a teacher getting a kickback, or is there a genuine interest at the district level for this thing? It goes on and on. You have the designers. You've got the gamification theory, which is new and upcoming. You have lessons from history. I mean, educational technology is much older than computers. It goes way back to the chalkboard. We have to ask ourselves about ease of use, the cost. We have to ask ourselves about the new technologies like artificial intelligence or augmented reality. Of course, the biggest topic right now is distance learning and how to really harness that for positive effects with our students. Of course, with this, we see lots of cheating, an increase in cheating. When you have Google at your fingertips, it's hard not to cheat. And speaking of that, there are now distractions. How do we deal with the distractions involved in educational technology? And also, are we just creating more distractions? With all of this is a cry for research, a desperate cry to make sure that we can harness some of this and get rid of some of the bad and keep the good, maybe make some modifications. We're always asking ourselves with the research, does it increase student performance? Will it help with motivation? And will it continue to help them be engaged? All of this can change our philosophy of education. The technology can actually change how we think about how to deliver information. So in the end, it comes into three things. Educational technology is meant to help with engagement, motivation, and student performance. With all of that, where does that leave me? It leaves my head spinning. That's where it leaves me. I thought you all would appreciate that, the spinning words. Currently, as an Epic Charter Schools teacher, I am pretty much an expert at, well, I wouldn't say expert, but I definitely do 95% of my work as a distance learning teacher from pre-K to senior year. All they do is distance learning. This causes me to be very knowledgeable of digital curriculum. I know the pros and cons of each one, at least the 12 to 15 that we use. Communication has to be tantamount. Families need to know how to get a hold of me and how I can get a hold of them and how I can keep them in the loop on things. We learn how to do assessments in many different ways. I will tell you, virtual assessments are awful. This causes, like most teachers, we can have our own personal research and development that we do with the tools that we're using. We do a lot of problem solving for our classroom. Everything we do is to help with motivation and engagement for students. Now, this doesn't mean I'll always be an Epic Charter Schools teacher. What could the future possibly hold for me? Well, just with the few years I've been at Epic and the few classes I've done here with graduate work, I really love curriculum design. I could see myself being a curriculum designer and developer. That sounds like one of the most fun jobs, besides being a Lego designer. Sounds like one of the most fun jobs ever. I do enjoy research and development. One of the leading I think one of the things I would like to use for curriculum design would be gamification. Taking what's worked in one sector, the entertainment sector, and actually trying to plug in, the deep-rooted, what causes the attention, the motivation of the players, and how to get that in the education system. In the end, however, it's all to help with student motivation and engagement, which is what all of this is about. And I think we have to keep that in mind, that it's not just about the newest, coolest gadget, but it's about what actually helps the students learn. So there you go. That is my presentation. Thank you for listening, and I hope you all have a great rest of your semester. I'll hopefully see you in the next class.